Hello, it's Sabrina's Stroke of Luck again. I hope everybody's having a great time. Sorry, I've been off the air for a couple weeks. I had a lot of drama this time. A friend passed away, not because of a stroke, but because of another medical issue. And she's my age, and it just takes me back to when didn't know if I was going to survive. So I got really sad this week about my friend. And anyway, let's continue my story. We're at the part where they just put the tubes down my head, down my brain, and they drained it. And then the doctors were like, well, we don't know if we want to do surgery, radiation. There's this process called embolization. And so for a week, they didn't really know what to do with me. They still, just, why is a healthy 16-year-old having a stroke for? So anyway, so they decided to do an embolization, which is where they go up through your groin area with a catheter, and they go all the way up into your brain with this catheter. And they tried to shoot super glue up into my brain, trying to plug the arteries and veins that were causing this embolization. Now, what I exactly have is a cluster of abnormal veins and arteries along with normal veins and arteries. And you can have this anywhere in your body, but I was one of the lucky ones to have it in my brain. And mine happened to erupt when I was young, at 16. So they went up through my groin area and went all the way to my brain, and they tried to shoot super glue to try to plug up the arteries and veins that were causing all this problem. And one thing that's tricky about my AVM is because it was in a very delicate place. It was near all the main switches: my hearing, my sight, my mobility, my ability to speak. So the doctors were quite nervous about this. So they do the embolization. They go up through my groin area all the way to my head, and they think they did a good job, but there were some complications. So they came and told my mom, well, your daughter could have floating super glue in her brain. And that's not something you want to hear, because they were like, we don't know where it's going to land. It might not land anywhere. We don't really know. And that's one thing that's so risky about the brain, is you don't know what's going to happen. Everybody has different places for where their speech is or where their mobility is. So anyway, and after every procedure I had, they would say, your daughter could become a vegetable. She could become paralyzed. She could die. She could lose her speech. She could lose her sight. She could lose her ability to be the Sabrina that she knows herself as. So I was just like kind of freaking out a little because, and once again, I'm 16, so my mom let me kind of decide with her what we wanted to do. So my mom was with me the whole time in the hospital, and my dad was still working. He was a truck driver at the time, and he kept trucking, and my sisters were around. I had a sister, Emily, and a sister, Sarah, and then I have an older brother, Leo. So far they did the embolization, and the doctors came back and said, well, it's not working. We would like to do brain surgery. So that's my story for today. So just stay tuned and keep listening to me. Keep talking to your friends. Please tell me your story, and check out my video. Check out my channel at YouTube at Sabrina Stroke of Luck. Or email me at sabhelton@yahoo.com, because I want to hear your story, and I hope you're liking my story, and I will chat with you later. So goodbye.